So you're most likely clicked on this video because you are addicted to some things and you want to learn how to break them. And me too. This is the type of video that I wish that I had like 1.5 years ago when I was basically chronically addicted to a fuck ton of things. So I got all the stuff I know about breaking bad habits and stuff, all of the best things that have worked for me, and then I put them on my little notes on my laptop, and now I'm just going to sort of run through them with you. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why breaking bad habits is so hard, or at least seems so hard, simple habits that you can adopt to make breaking these bad habits easier, and the best and easiest method to break bad habits, which is super effective because I did it myself and it worked well above everything else. So we'll just get straight into it. I don't want to fucking keep yapping. So things that we are addicted to are designed to have us hooked. You want to know why breaking bad habits is so hard? It's because it's supposed to be hard. Like these things, like the video games and the infinite scroll and the porn and all of that stuff is designed by the companies that made it, and the sugar companies and all these scientists and all of this stuff. It's like they've been designed to keep you hooked onto it, because the longer you're hooked onto some chocolate, the more you're gonna buy it and the more money they make. The longer you're hooked onto social medias and stuff, the more ads that they can show, hence the more money they make. So they're basically profiting off of your addictions because they can show you ads, which then makes them more money. It's a pretty simple formula, though it's pretty shit because it completely fucks up all our lives, and I guess that's why you're here watching this video, because you're pretty much sick and tired of it. So it's normal to struggle with breaking bad habits. They're meant to be hard. It's not meant to be something that's so easy. It's supposed to be a struggle, so we'll just know that. So it's not something that's incredibly uncomfortable that you're super pissed off. Millions of other people are struggling with this, and it's designed to be this way. It's designed to be a challenge. But the best part is that when you overcome the challenge, you feel great and you feel at the top of the world, and it's one of the greatest feelings ever to finally break a bad habit and have that realization that it's oh shit, I don't even struggle with this anymore. It's awesome. So what can you do to make breaking bad habits easier? The single greatest thing that I started to do that made breaking bad habits about 10 times easier was to just start improving my mental health. I didn't even think I had bad mental health a year ago. I thought it was fine. I thought I was a happy champ. I had all the things that I kind of wanted in my life. Just simply at the time I was young and didn't really need anything. So I thought my mental health was fine, but then I realized that the reason why you're addicted to these bad habits is because it's sort of like you trying to escape from reality. Porn is trying to give you some sort of fake idea of having a girlfriend. The video games are trying to give this fake idea of having accomplishments and achieving things in lives most of the time. So what habits can you do that can improve your mental health? Meditation. Just follow your breath, lose your focus, realize you lost focus, then focus back on the breath. That's basically all meditation is. You just do that cycle for however long you set your damn timer to. Gratitude. Grab a journal and then just write down things that you're grateful for. It's that simple. You could say, I'm grateful for what I'm using to watch this video. I'm grateful for the video that I'm watching. I'm grateful for my computer. I'm grateful for my desk. I'm grateful for my chair. That's basically gratitude, but you can take it even deeper than that. It's not just saying, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this. Because over time, it's gonna sort of lose its effect. So one of the greatest things that you can do with gratitude is, once you're writing down these things that you're grateful for, write down why you're grateful for it, or at least think to yourself why you're grateful for it. Really appreciate the thing that you have in your life and just all of these things. And once you start making gratitude a habit, you feel so unbelievably good. It's like gratitude is basically like manually just implanting happiness. Like the moment you tell yourself that you're grateful for something, you got a smile on your face, especially when you think of gratitude and the people that you know in your life. Think of a memory that you have from the past, or with your friends or something, where you're having a laugh at something or something really funny that happened, a good time, a good moment. Just think about it. Try relive it inside your head. Doing that immediately puts a smile on your face. And you can take it even further than that. You can be grateful for this moment, but you can also share it and spread your happiness to other people. If you had a great moment with someone, send them a message. Tell them, hey, do you remember this time? I'm grateful for having you in my life, and I'm really happy that we got to do these things together. Gratitude is just an excellent tool for your mental health, and it's a habit that you should do daily. The next one is exercise. Pretty simple. You can do weightlifting at the gym. If you can't go to the gym, you can go and do running, like get some shoes and just run around the block or something until you're fucking gassed. Calisthenics as well. This is a very fun one because it's so easy to do. Like you can start by doing push-ups in your room right now. In fact, do push-ups to failure right now. Doesn't matter if you can do 1 push-up, 3 push-ups, 5 push-ups, or 100 push-ups. Just get down and start doing them. Right then and there, you've exercised. It's that easy to do. It doesn't take much effort. A lot of people think that I need to get the finest gym membership in the city. But it's too far away, so I guess I can't exercise. It's like, come on, you don't have to do that. You can literally do push-ups on your room. Calisthenics is one of the greatest ways for you to exercise because it doesn't really require anything. You can go on YouTube and search up non-equipment calisthenics guides, and you'll just find hundreds of them, thousands of them. There's so many creators out there, there's so many videos out there on just how to do these fucking calisthenics tricks. Like there's so many cool things that you can do. All you gotta do is just search it up on YouTube and start working your way towards it. When you start exercising, you just start to feel so much happier about yourself. You feel like more accomplished, and you're actually using your body and you're using the muscles. And especially if you consistently exercise, you'll start to notice that through the running, you'll start to lose like all this like body fat and stuff. If you're a fat fuck, that'll be better because you'll start to look leaner. And if you're doing weightlifting, calisthenics, you'll start to build more muscle and you'll just look a lot better. And once you go in the mirror and you look at your physique and you're actually genuinely happy and proud of the thing that you have worked so hard to accomplish, the physique that you have sculpted muscle by muscle, blood, sweat, and tears, you can't help but smile at that. And it's one of the greatest feelings ever when you just start admiring yourself in the mirror and flexing your muscles. Another excellent habit for your mental health is reading. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just read. You don't have to read anything special in particular. Just get a book, not an article on the internet, but grab an actual physical book and just sit down and read it. Get something you enjoy reading. Don't get some shitty book that you don't fucking love, because what's the damn point of it? Buy a few books that you think you'll enjoy and just read them. If you don't really vibe with it, then put it down and grab a different one and read it. And the accomplishment from reading a book is another thing that you just feel awesome about. So the habit of reading is a great one. It's a low dopamine sort of habit. It's not like the doom scroll on social media. So reading is the perfect thing to do to replace social media. Another habit for you is just getting outside. Get outdoors. All you got to do is go outside and be outside. Get the sunlight on you, get the fresh air, and go for a walk every day around your block. Just committing yourself to getting outside of your house or outside of a building every single day and just being outside without your phones and technology, just you, your brain, and the world around you, makes you feel awesome. Especially if you have like some national parks nearby. If you go to that as well is like the greatest mental reset ever. But sometimes you can't do that, and a walk around your neighborhood it's good enough. So just do that. The last habit, I'll go through all of these again, don't worry, is journaling. Specifically though, daily reflections. So you can also just journal in general as well, like grab your journal and just write down whatever's on your mind. That is great for your mental health, but this one that I specifically want to talk about is like daily reflection. So I have like this little journal that I keep on my bedside table right next to my bed. And every single night, or at least most nights, as often as I can help it, I would open this journal and just reflect on my day. Sometimes I'd write down like 2 pages about my day, and sometimes I'd literally just write down like 5 words, something like, good day, didn't indulge in bad habits, and then I'd close it. Like, you don't have to write down the whole paragraph, just write down enough to reflect on your day and be honest with yourself. If you fucked up and did something you didn't want to do, write down, I didn't have the best day today. I indulged in 3 hours of video games and I jerked my dick off to some hot chicks on porn. And just reflect on that and write down that you fucked up. But don't forget, at the end of every day, you want to sort of end it on a positive note. So write down things that you did good as well. Write down something like, I'm grateful that I'm in fact still alive and that I'm sitting here on my bed and all is well. So those are the habits that you can do to improve your mental health. If you do these habits, breaking bad habits will just become so much easier. So prioritizing on improving your mental health can just make breaking those shitty habits that have a strain on our balls so much easier. And I'll go through them again. We have meditation, gratitude, exercising, which is running, weightlifting, or calisthenics, reading, getting outside, and journaling, specifically just reflecting on your day at the end of it. Now that we've spoken about the mental health side of things, which makes breaking the habits easier, how are we going to break the habits in general? Like, what are you going to do to actually break the fucking thing? Because now that it's easier to break the habit, you actually have to break it. So it's a pretty simple concept. You just got to progressively deload the habit. So I'll explain what that means. There's this like terminology for like athletes and regular gym goers and stuff called progressive overload. This is when you like do the rep with like a certain amount of reps or certain amount of weight. So it's not a rep, you're doing a set. And what you do is you do that, and then the next week you add either a couple more reps or you add a little bit more weight. And over time you just add more and more and more. So you increase the difficulty of the thing as time goes on. So on the first week, you might be doing like a bench press of 10 reps with just the bar. Then the next week, you're doing 10 reps of 10 kilos on the bar. The next week, 10 reps of 20 kilos. Next week, 10 reps of 30 kilos. And then by the end, you're probably doing like a 150 kg bench press, for reps. That's pretty fucking good. So that's what progressive overload is. But breaking bad habits, you want to progressively deload it. So one of the best ways to do this, in my opinion, is just to like get out a journal and you make like a table as if you're making a habit tracker. And however many lines you have on the page, whether it's like 20 lines or 30 lines, whatever the hell it is, let's say the habit you want to break is porn, video games, and sugar. You write down no porn, no video games, and no sugar. And then at the end of that, you write down no bad dopamine, which basically covers everything. So like social media and just all of those things. For you to tick off the no bad dopamine, you have to tick every single one of those. So to get that tick on no bad dopamine, you have to not indulge in porn, not indulge in video games, and not indulge in sugar. And then it's pretty simple and straightforward from there. You want to tick off no bad dopamine as many times as possible. But let's say we're indulging, let's just say we want to break one habit. Let's say we just want to break the habit of playing video games, okay? Let's say you're playing video games every single day for 5 hours. Instead of just trying to cut video games completely out of your life, challenge yourself to only play video games for 2 hours for the week. You know, instead of doing your regular 5 hours, you're still playing video games every single day. But instead of 5 hours, it's just 2 hours. And then the next week, maybe try and miss a day. So instead of playing 7 days a week, just play 6 days a week. And the next day you could do 5 days a week, and 4 days a week, 3 days a week, 2 days a week, and then just don't play video games all week. Now, that's basically the system of progressively deloading your bad habit. But that's actually too quick. If you try and break your bad habit that fast, you'll find yourself back addicted to it, probably before you even reach the week where you don't even play video games. The key is to do this in more of like a monthly cycle. So let's say you're doing every single day of the month, 30 days. The next month, try and do 25 days or 27 days, then 22 days or 20 days, and then 15 days. And you slowly break it like that. So you're not just ripping the habit out of your life completely, but you're slowly just getting rid of it. Doing this, if you actually commit to that lifestyle of slowly chipping away at your habit, it just ever so slowly fades out of your life, and it's like you don't even notice it. You don't even notice that you're breaking the habit. You don't even notice that it's gone. And just doing that is pretty much the easiest method out there and the most effective. This is what I did to break out so many habits in my life, and now I don't like play video games or have that goddamn doom scroll on social media. You know, every now and then I sort of fall into like a rut for a few days where I accidentally scroll on fucking YouTube shorts for so many hours a day. But then again, I just start to progressively deload it. Instead of 4 hours a day, I'll just go 2 hours a day. Then I won't do it at all on that day. And then the next day I'll do it, but then I'll just stop after that. You just progressively deload it. It's really simple. The last thing, so now that we've understood that breaking bad habits is just supposed to be hard, so we've accepted that it's going to be a challenge. We've improved our mental health so that now breaking the habit is going to be easier. We're starting to break the habit and we're starting to chip away at it. But there's one last crucial step, and that's to just replace our addictions with something else. Once you've gotten rid of the addiction, you're going to find that you'll have so much time that you'll actually not know what to do with it. I'm not even kidding. For me, when I broke the habit, I spent many hours just doing nothing, and it was pretty bad because a lot of the times I'd find myself seeping back into the infinite scroll of social media and just fucking watching random YouTube videos. So that's not really what you want to do. You want to replace your addictions with something else. So I've just made a bit of a list. Exercise is obviously one of them. With your spare time, just pump out a few more sets of push-ups, or buy like a pull-up bar that you can hang on your door and do that, and test out these new calisthenics skills that you want to learn. Go for walks. So this is also good for your mental health, the outdoors. Walk around your neighborhood, do those things. You could also go on like a adventure, maybe like a weekly adventure. So instead of spending like your whole weekend playing Call of Duty, you could spend like one day of your weekend traveling like outside of your city and going on an adventure, like a nice little road trip. You could also do journaling. So this isn't like the daily reflections, but it's more like just asking yourself deep questions, writing things that piss you off, and ranting and all of these sorts of things. Drawing is the next thing you can replace it with. I started doing this like a week ago. I just spend like 20 minutes a day just getting out my drawing book and pen and just pencil and just trying to like draw something. I'm not a fucking artist. My sketches and drawings are pretty damn bad, but it's just something to pass the time, and it's a nice fun activity, so I do that. The next one is reading. Again, as I said about the mental health, just get a fucking book that you like and read it. Meditation. So I know I said meditation as well for the fucking mental health, but I'm not talking just about your daily 5-minute meditation. I'm talking do like a 30-minute meditation or even an hour. You know, doing meditations that long, I found like I had a period in my life where I was meditating like 2 hours a day. It lasted about a week. But I felt so unbelievably good in that period. Now I know meditating for 2 hours a day isn't very practical for a lot of people. In fact, I think it's practical for hardly anyone. But there was that 1 week in my life where I actually did have the time to do it. And when I did do it, I felt incredible. So if you have like an extra 10 minutes, 5 minutes to your day, just sit there and follow your breath. You'll find the benefits of that to be really good. So instead of just, you know, even when you're waiting in line, instead of just pulling out your phone and scrolling on social media, how about when you're waiting in line, just start breathing manually or something like that. The last habit, I just thought it'd be funny to throw this one in there, but it's actually a good one, is like a fucking side hustle thing. I don't know anything about those, so I'm not one to speak, so you can go and do your research about it and watch some other fucking YouTubers out there, but starting like a side hustle and like an extra way to earn money is undeniably better than scrolling on social media and not learning anything. So yeah, side hustle. But yeah, you don't have to strictly follow these things that I mentioned for replacing your addictions. You can do something completely different. It's up to you. It's your life in the end. So you don't have to do things that I listed out. There could be something else that I forgot and you could do it. But just ideally, you don't want to do something that sort of fucks up your dopamine system, something that isn't too like intense and crazy and stimulating your brain. You want to do something that's healthy for you and actually brings you real joy into your life. Something that lasts a long time and even leaves you with something in the future. A great thing that I like to think about it is replace like screens with paper. So you replace your scrolling on social media with reading books. You replace your video games with drawing some art. You replace, I don't know, sending messages on Snapchat to writing a letter to someone and sending it to them. That'd be a funny surprise, wouldn't it? So yeah, that's why breaking bad habits seems so hard, and that's basically the whole roadmap to how I broke bad habits and now live quite a happy life. So hope you found this video helpful. Don't go and watch another video because that's just not good. Go and set up like your habit tracker now, your like dopamine detox one. Just write down the things that you don't want to do on the top of your page and just challenge yourself to, if you do it every day, challenge yourself to get at least 5 days in where you don't do the bad habit. It's that simple. It is a long journey. It takes months to break a bad habit, especially if it's one that you have been indulging in for so many years without even knowing it's bad. It's literally like, these bad habits are literally part of our lives. It's almost like we need them to survive. So it's not something that you can cut out instantly. It's going to take a while. And I wish you the best of luck with that. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.